Here we are standing in front of the famous Dracula castle in Transylvania. Anyone who has read Bram Stoker and seen movies of Dracula knows that Transylvania is the land of vampires. Thousands of people come from all over the world to see this castle. But surprisingly, no one in Transylvania knows about these vampires. Our guide even said that there are only 400 vampires who could be found in the Parliament House. So, this castle is actually a tourist trap. It was a fortress in the medieval times, which was a customs post on a mountain pass where people collected taxes. Queen Marie had stayed in this palace, and after which her daughter Ileana had inherited it. It was much later, after the communist regime had been overthrown and the government decided to hand the castle back to the royals, that they decided to make it into a tourist attraction. Our guide told us that Bram Stoker had never been to Transylvania, and he had, while researching for his story, seen a similar castle in one of the books and decided to form his story around it. Similarly, while forming the character of Dracula, he had read about Vlad III or Vlad the Impaler, and he had decided to base his character on him. Vlad III only used the name of Draculae because he was the son of Vlad II, who also used this name. It actually meant son of the dragon. They were descendants from the house of dragons, so they had this name. Later on, the Romanian language changed and Dracula meant the devil, so there was this confusion. In reality, Vlad III was a popular ruler and he was known for his strict punishments which were meted out to his enemies. This helped him to keep his enemies away and his country safe. It also helped him to maintain peace internally because none of his ministers would even think about conspiring against him. Our guide even mentioned that he was a national hero, and to Transylvanians, equating Dracula the vampire and Vlad the Impaler was not something which would be acceptable. But Stoker's character is famous worldwide and very popular. So, whether the historical facts are true or not, here we have a castle and hordes of people visiting it throughout the year. It is like visiting 221B Baker Street and imagining that Sherlock Holmes lived there. So give wings to your imagination and enjoy the castle, which is actually a museum for Romanian history and artifacts. This section of the castle is dedicated to the myths and legends of Romania and the horror stories, but you will never find a vampire in these. The Lele, or these three women who are dancing, as you can see, our guide told us that because children visit this castle, they were made to wear flowing gowns, but in reality, they had less clothes or no clothes at all because they attracted the men. It is just like walking into an amusement park with a horror show or a horror house. This is the shopping area, and you can also get some food, even some fine dining. But if you don't want to spend that much, you can just walk a little outside the castle and you will find a good bread store and some nice lovely softy ice cream.